welcome or welcome back to Embracing Budgets. My name is Rochelle, and in today's video, yes, as you saw by the title, let's budget for the month of November. Guys, we got 61 more days? 62 more days. 61 more days before this year is over and done with. By this time, my nephew should be born hopefully within the next few days. If he isn't already here by the time you guys see this video, when this video goes up. So, oh, Lord have mercy. But anyway, guys, if you would like to see what I'm budgeting for the month of November, please keep on watching, all right? Okay, so let's go on in to November. All right, here we go. So let me just zoom in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Take that out just a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so of course I have my my household expenses filled on in. We have the rent, of course, at $937.49. We have electric, my Comcast for my Wi-Fi and also for my cell phone, which comes to a total of $251.76. We have my cash that I'm going to take out for my cash wallet. We have $300 right here, and then we have $60 right here for my gas. Now, here's where it gets a little bit more tricky, okay? So we have State Farm right here for my car insurance. So last month, what I did not find out until I was checking to see that everything came out of my account, I found out that my car insurance went up again. There was an increase again in the state of Georgia, right? Ticked me off. So what I ended up doing was I went from full coverage just down to liability since I own my car. Now, one thing that I will say this, I probably won't keep it at liability. I'm going to go back to full coverage when I can afford it, but I'm going to have to knock down some of these bills again before I could go back up on State Farm. Now, but here's the thing. They gave me a quote of $111 for just liability, but I got an email just a couple of days ago, well, by now a week or so ago, stating that it's actually going to be like $76 and some change. So I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if they have it in my email. Like I said, I have it in my email. It's 70 something dollars and some change, less than $80. But they told me over the phone that it was going to be $111. So at this point, I do not know. I do not know. However, I have budgeted for the $111. So that's why that is scratched out right there. And I have $171 right there. If it's more than the 111, say, like, you know, with taxes or whatever, I'm not sure exactly how it works with the insurance part of it when they quote you something, and if it comes out to be just a little bit more, like, you know, so if it comes out to be a little bit more, I always have a buffer in my account, so that's not a problem. Okay, alrighty. And this my subscription services, they have changed also. I no longer have Paramount and Showtime. So this actually is going to be going down just a little bit from $63.45 minus $11.99. It's going to be $51. and 46 cents for my subscription services, okay? And I just have a Kindle Unlimited, Netflix, the Kevin Stage Studios app, and of course 2 Patreon services that I use. So it's $15.99. Yeah, $15.99. So the rest is $35.47. Oh, and included in that also is my Apple storage. I have a terabyte of Apple storage too. So that's included in this total also, which is like $9.99. Okay. Okay. Alrighty then. I'm not going to be putting anything in my sinking funds this month because of the car insurance situation. So I just drew a line on that. So just in case, okay? And the rest will be, of course, my buffer. Now, I already have, of course, a buffer in my account, in my bills account that I pay all of my bills out of. But just in case, like I said, I'm a month ahead, technically 2 months ahead, but just in case I have it, okay? Now, like I said, I have the $300 for the cash that I'm going to take out. I have $200 for groceries, $50 for eating out, $20 for miscellaneous, and $30 for personal, which equals $300, okay? Now here comes for the more difficult, intricate. Where did my mind go? Just child. Anyway, for the more detailed debt right here, okay? So let's go on up to my credit cards up here. We have Capital One, which is like $214 a month. The other Capital One, because I got the date changed, it went up. Instead of being like the $70 it is, it actually went up to $110 a month. I should have made a payment last month. That would have kept it lower, but I didn't. But it's okay, okay? We have my Chase card. One of my Chase cards is now $79. I've been spending just a little bit too much on that Chase card. I got to start paying these cards off, guys. I might really need to get refocused on killing this debt, right? Then I have the other Chase card that's now interest-free. It's still interest-free. I'm paying $50 on that. I have the American Express. If I'm not mistaken, I'm paying a weird amount this month. It's going to be, I think the minimum due is like $64.01. So I'm going to pay $78.01. Only because of the complete balance. Like the complete balance is like $1,778.01 or something like that. It's kind of like weird like that, but I'm just going to pay that $78.01, okay? And then we have Sam's. Minimum due on Sam's, I always pay over. It's $65, but I'm going to be paying $69.58. Okay, so let's get the total for this. $214, $110, $79, $50, $78.01, and $69.58 comes to a total of $600.59. My goodness, y'all. I look at that number and I get so disgusted with myself. Like, girl, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Like, oh my God. Okay. But I digress. But we're going to get right. Okay. So, Lane Bryant. I have just this one payment paying off the balance for Lane Bryant, which is $47.94. Okay. Amazon, my total on Amazon, because I bought a couple more things, is $157.97. I'm going to pay $57.97. Okay. For TJ Maxx, went a little crazy with TJ Maxx. I'm going to pay that off, or I should say TJX, which is the credit card for TJ Maxx and Home Goods and the like, and Marshalls and such. I'm going to It's now the balance is $412.96. I'm going to pay $62.96. Okay. And then we have Ulta. The balance for Ulta is $104.48. I'm paying $54.48. Okay. So this is the imbalance for this. And then by the end of this year, Ulta will be paid off, right? And so will Amazon. Okay. So I have $100 left on Amazon. I have way too much left on TJX, and I have, if I'm not mistaken, $50 left on Ulta. So Ulta will be paid off come next month. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So the grand total for that, $47.94, $57.97, $62.96, $54.48 equals $223.35. Okay. Alrighty there. Okay. And I'm sorry, the one thing I forgot to tell you was my income. My income came up to $2,968.90 back from September 22nd and October 6th. Like I said, I am technically a month ahead, so I will be, so the dates won't be from like directly from the month of October or directly from the month of November, because I'm a month ahead. So there you go. And I still got that video coming showing you guys how I get a month ahead. I have been doing my research, and I'm just really trying to make sure that when I do explain it, that I explain it clearly to you guys. I don't want to fumble through it. That video will be coming up before the end of this year. I promise you. Whew, I promise you. Okay. Okay. And also, I'm not sure if I showed you guys this, for my zero out over here, total zero out for the month, from these paychecks is $20.47. $8.90 came from my paychecks, and then I have $328 that I have down, that we put down for saving in our savings challenges for the month. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the calculations. Okay, so that's $2,968.90 minus 370. I wish. Minus $937.49 in rent, which leaves me with a grand total of $2031.49. But then we're going to take out utilities, $251.76, which leaves $1779.65. But then we're going to take out transportation, $171. And then we're taking out our subscription services of $51.46. Comes to a total of $1,557.19. Okay. Now we're going to take out the zero out, $8.90. And then we're going to take out savings, $328. Okay. Let's take out the cash that's going to be needed. Now we're at $920.29. Let's take out the credit card debt, $659. Ooh. Okay, something wrong happened. Something happened. I pushed the button and it went wrong.
Okay, so that's 920,
29, right? Now let's minus out debt, $659. And let's minus out the charge cards of $223.35. Okay, so the remaining balance, which will be my buffer, just in case this comes out to be just a little bit more and I miscalculated, it will be $96.35. Okay, $96.35. So that is what we have left over for my budget. Usually I would probably take like a good $60 of this money and put it towards $60 or $70 of this money and put it towards my sinking funds. But I would rather be just a little bit more cautious, just in case a little bit more comes out for the car insurance. Like I said, last month it went up like an additional $15. So it went from 164 and some change to 181. Like 181, like 180 and some change or something like that. Close enough. That's way too much money. That was when I first got the car. And it's just too much. This is like way too much overall when it comes to this car insurance. Like every single time I go through a renewal, when I go through a renewal with my car, for some reason, they jack up the rate and they say, oh, well, there was an increase across the state. Now, don't get me wrong. There was an increase across the state of Georgia for an increase. I talked to my best friend and she said that her car insurance went up too. And hers didn't go up by that much though. Hers went up from, I think it went up not even a full $10 or something like that. She was like, yeah, there was an increase. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? Just, foolishness. This foolishness. Yours went up $8 and mine went up $15. It's crazy. It's just crazy. However, I might have to look for another insurance company because State Farm getting just a little bit ridiculous, but we'll see. We will see. Okay. All right. But that is it for this month. Okay. I don't think I have any goals that I want to do for this month because I have so much more coming up with me having to travel so much. With me having to travel so much back and forth from here, from up to Atlanta, my sister's baby being born, my stepdad, bonus dad, with his 60th birthday, and then my baby sister having surgery. So this is a whole lot. I'm just ready for this year to be over with. I'm just ready for this year to be over with. So yeah, okay. But that is it. This is my budget. I'm praying that I come actually under budget, like nothing else goes awry, like nothing else gets increased or anything like that. Oh my goodness. I'm just happy that I'm actually like a couple months ahead so that I can actually like breathe just a little bit come the end of the year. My last like 4 paychecks, they're actually going to be for the new year, and all I have to do is take out only thing I have to do is take out savings for those checks, and that's it. Okay, but that is it. That is all. I thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, you know what to do, boo. Go ahead and subscribe down below. And if you like me just a little bit, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and remember to keep budgeting and saving. Bye. Bye-bye.